So I filmed this video last night as well, and it was at 1 a.m., so it was not good. So here we go, take 2. Hey guys, it's Michael, and I have a story for you today. This is the story of how I found out I had a broken rib after a month. So I was at this drama competition that we do every year, and it was my junior year of high school. Every year the competition's at a different school, so we travel with our cast, our director, and our set to the school for a tech rehearsal a week before the competition. And we were loading everything back onto the U-Haul truck that we brought it on, and I was carrying it, and I tripped up the U-Haul truck, and I fell on the ramp. I got up, no pain, well, it was the typical ow, I fell pain, but there's no serious pain. So I just get up and I continue with what I was doing. We put the set back on the truck, and we head back to the school, and I go home, no problems. A month later, I get out of the shower, and I notice a dent in my ribs, and I'm very confused because I didn't know where it came from. Like I said, it was a month later, so I didn't know what was going on. So with just a towel on, I go out of my bathroom and show my parents the dent in my rib, and they're like, that's strange, obviously, because I'm not supposed to have a dent in my ribs. And they're like, okay, we'll call the doctor tomorrow to have her take you in that day. I don't think it's anything big. And I was like, okay. So I slept that night, went to the doctor the next morning. I get to the doctor and she examines it. She asks me what happened, and I tell her about the fall that was a month ago, but I'm like, I don't think that has anything to do with this, but who knows. And so she looks at it, she notices the dent, obviously, because it's very prominent, and she says, yeah, I don't think that's broken. You may have just been born without that rib. Now, this is my pediatrician, who I have had since I was a baby, since I was born, and I figured that she would know if I was born without this rib, and she thought the same thing. She thought it was strange that she never noticed it before, but it's very possible that I could be born without it. So she sends me to get x-rays to see if it's either broken or not there. So we go to the hospital to get the x-rays. Brain fart. So I go get the x-rays at the hospital, and I'm laying there, they do the x-rays, the doctors are all having a good time, just talking and laughing it up. I'm like, okay, so this has to be a good thing. Clearly there's nothing wrong, they're taking their sweet time, no big deal. So the doctor comes back after a couple minutes, and he will look over the x-rays over the weekend, and will let you know it doesn't seem to be serious because you have no pain. Which is true, I didn't have any pain at all. I could bend over, I could touch my toes, I could do everything. I was participating in gym for that month where I didn't know that I had a dent in my ribs, and I was doing alright. I was fine, no pain. And so that weekend I was going down to Cape Cod with my family, and we were just gonna have a nice weekend vacation. It was a long weekend. We were gonna have a good time. And the doctor said that he'd call us on Monday after our vacation. We get in the car the next morning and head to the Cape, and the doctor calls. She calls my dad, and she says, I have to apologize for saying that this rib was not broken. It is very broken. It is a clear fracture right in the middle of the rib. It's definitely there, but it's also definitely broken. So that kind of put a damper on my weekend, but like I said, I didn't have any pain, so it didn't really change anything. I just had to take it easy in the pool and all these other things, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. But I did get to sit out of gym for 6 weeks, but I only sat out for 4 weeks because I was like, nah, screw this. I don't just want to sit here for an hour every day. That's boring. The dent is still there, like, it's still very much there, and I think it's because I didn't really listen to the doctor. Like I said, I only sat out of gym for 4 weeks instead of 6. Dent's still there, I'm still kicking, rib incorrectly healed, probably gonna have to end up doing something with that later, but oh well. Yeah. One last thing, I'd like to do a shout out to my friend Simran. She goes to Denison, and she watched my last video and saw that I love otters, and how I said that if anybody got me a stuffed otter or something like that, they'd be my best friend forever. So, because I'm leaving and not coming back to Denison next year, she got me this really cute stuffed otter, and I just think he's the cutest thing ever. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this story, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so stay tuned for those.